What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Derrick Casey coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. I just want to say, man, we finally made it up out of 2020. Thank God, man. It's been crazy, crazy year. But nonetheless, man, I mean, it was pretty much the year of lessons learned. Just some things that happened that should have fired you up to come into 2021, sorry, ready to just turn up. Because, I mean, we've been seeing a lot of crazy things happening. And we're going to go over some stuff tonight, but I really wanted to kind of just open it up a little bit more for everybody. So we can kind of talk about some of the things you probably struggle with in 2020 in your business, and maybe some things that you want to change for 2021 to reach a new rank, or a new income level. Maybe you got some questions. I don't have all the answers, but I will do my best to answer some of those things because, as online entrepreneurs, we got to learn that nobody's perfect, including myself. I had a lot of things that I kind of didn't stick to last year that really opened up my focus to start elevating and pushing myself past my limits, doing things that I neglected to do or I was procrastinating about. Procrastination was a huge thing for me, especially working a job. It's very easy to let other distractions pull you away from things that you should be doing in your business. So this year I want to be a little bit more conscious with my time, and making sure that I'm doing what I need to do to do income producing activities that's going to be generating more money while being able to help others along the way. So, but other than that, just wanted to kind of start this year off right. I know I haven't really been on Facebook Live as much, but just been kind of sitting back in the cut, just reanalyzing a lot of things. Because this year I want to go back to the basics. And that's something I want to kind of talk to you guys about. And let me just see. I can't see no comments. So if you come on here, I'm gonna pull it up on my computer. So that way if I get any comments that come up, I can actually respond to you guys. Because for some reason it's not pulling up on my phone. I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure why. So all right, bear with me one moment. Let me do one of these. All right, cool. So that way if any comments come up, I'll be able to see what's going on there. So all right, but anyways, but yeah, I just just some things that a lot of times, I was going through a training here just last night, and one of the things is that stuck out to me, especially for like online marketers, is that we look for shortcuts. Too many of us look for shortcuts, and a lot of times there's no shortcuts to success when it comes to online marketing, multi-level marketing. There's no shortcuts. And I know that we want to get into business and we just want to hit the ground running, but sometimes it pays to sit down and actually go through training and actually ask questions, like the right questions, not questions that typical people that's looking for shortcuts ask, right? They get started and they say, what do I do next? But then there's a whole bunch of videos and things like that they can dive into, and they give them step-by-step instructions on what to do next. But a lot of people don't want to take the time to do that. They just want to go right into it and start trying to make money. And one thing is that if you don't train, you get in there, you don't know what to do, then you're going to just kind of be down this path, of never really achieving the things that you want to achieve because you didn't, like, there's things that you miss. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. So it's like watching a movie. So me and my kids just watched this movie on Disney Plus called Soul. I've been seeing a lot of good reviews on it, and my kids wanted to watch it. The movie was great the first time. Just sitting around watching this movie. But when I went and watched it the second time around, I picked up a different message that I missed out on the first time. Because the first time you see it, you don't know what to look for when you are looking at a movie or your favorite, like your favorite movie or whatever. You don't know what to look for in the movie. intricate little pieces, or there was something in the background of a scene that played a big role, but you didn't pay attention to it. And then you find out at the end, like, oh snap, I missed that. And then you go back and you watch the movie, and then you're focused in on it, and boom, you see it. And you're like, oh man, I can't believe that I missed that, right? It's the same thing when it comes to training in your business. Like when you dive into the trainings, a lot of times I get people that come in, and I've been in this industry a long time, and I was one of the people that did it. They skim through the training, try to go through it fast, try to just kind of pick out little pieces that they think will work, and then they just try to build a business based on that, right? They try to build the business based on that. And the one thing is that I always hit obstacles because I didn't take the time to sit down and really go through the training. And the thing is, you got to understand is that everybody that you see successful online didn't do nothing special. They just followed the blueprint. They followed the blueprint that was already set. They followed the training, and they kept going through that training and taking notes and doing those things to really learn what they needed to do in their business. And that's what you really need to understand, is that training for your business is essential to the growth of your business, because that's the only way for you to understand it. See, you got to be the expert of your business. You got to be the expert, because when you're going out here and you talking to other prospects and people who may be interested, they don't want to talk to nobody that don't know nothing. I mean, let's face the facts. If you like right now, I got a couple of my homies on here right now. And a couple of my man Coop on. What's up, Coop? My man Coop on here. Got my man Trevor. What's going on? I appreciate y'all. So check it out. So it's like this. If you took your car, say Coop took his car to Trevor, and he was like, yo, my car been clinking and all of this stuff. And Trevor's not an expert, right? But he trying to give expert advice. Do you think Jeff gonna feel comfortable enough to let Trevor fix his vehicle? Absolutely not. He not gonna feel comfortable with that, because he really don't know. And that's what y'all sound like when y'all talking with prospects and stuff. It sounds like y'all don't even know about your business. A lot of y'all get in because y'all see other people that come on and they start flexing with the commission structure. That's all part of it. It's all part of it, guys. I totally understand that. But you got to understand the full picture. Because when somebody comes to you, they want to be able to ask those questions and get answers to those questions with confidence. Not no hemming and hawing, and I think this is this, or whatever the case. They want to hear, they want to hear like valid information, guys. Like they want to hear that. And when you're not giving that to them, they going to go find somebody that can give them what you did not give to them. They're going to go look for that. People are looking for opportunities all over the place, everywhere that you turn. I mean, I don't know if y'all been through 2020 and seeing what happened, but when you got millions of people that without jobs, what does that show? These jobs ain't loyal. You got people losing their homes, losing their cars, their lifestyles, companies closing all around us. What other options do people have right now? Right? What other options do people have? Let's be real. And I ask that because you see everything shutting down around you. Airlines were shutting down. I mean, all these different businesses shutting down all around you. But here's the one thing that a lot of people didn't realize. The entire time we started seeing things falling and crumbling around us, the one thing that never shut down was the internet. The internet never shut down. You never got on social media or turned on the news and heard a special report that said, oh, due to this pandemic, all home-based businesses are being shut down. You ain't never heard that. It's kind of crazy to think about, right? So think about that now. Like starting a business now, guys, is more essential now than ever. And taking that business serious is more essential now than ever. Because right now, these jobs are not guaranteed, guys. When you trade your time for money, you're not in control. So what would happen right now if you walked into your job and they dropped the bomb on you and told you, ain't no job no more? You feel what I'm saying? Like, we got to let you go. Are they still going to pay you when you can't clock in? Absolutely not. They're not going to pay you. That's your job. This that you put all your faith into. You sacrifice everything. You will drive through any bits of weather to get to a job to pay you a guaranteed paycheck. Some of y'all parents out there, if you ain't got no more sick time and no vacation time and your kid gets sick, we in the midst of a pandemic with a pretty crazy, I don't know if you call it a disease or a sickness that's going around, and you get put between a rock and a hard place where you got to choose between your child or losing your job. Yet, you guys still put all your faith into a job. Okay. And I'm not saying that a job is bad. I still work my job. But what I'm telling you guys is that if you're not learning to generate another income to bring that in 2021, guys, you are literally putting you and your family at risk financially, whether you want to listen to me or not, whether you want to believe me. I mean, listen, everything that we've been seeing has proven exactly what I'm talking about. It has proven it. I'm not telling you what I read on Google. I'm telling you what I see around me and what you should be paying attention to around you. This is the reason why getting into business and taking this serious is so important. A lot of y'all get these opportunities. Y'all play around with them, not knowing that this could be your pathway to freedom. To truly prepare you. This pandemic ain't over. But preparing yourself now and start generating that income now so that way you don't ever have to go through something like this ever again. That's just from your job. Let's talk about the government. Government, man, cracks me up. We got a pandemic. People on the verge of losing homes, losing cars, losing their lifestyle, almost being homeless. Yet they're still sitting up in there arguing back and forth on how much money they should send you to help you out. Crazy thing is that the hardworking people, it's your tax dollars they playing with. It's your tax dollars that they are playing with. It's kind of ironic that you work hard, you pay all these taxes, yet when you get stuck in a bind because of a pandemic that you had nothing to do with, the government want to cut your benefits, send you half of what they sent you and think that they making a difference, a one-time $600 payment. What is that going to do for a family? That barely covers the rent. They want to cut your unemployment benefits in half. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Yet you guys still sit around and you twiddle your thumbs and you wait. All these opportunities staring you in the face. Once again, through all of this, the internet never got shut down. People were still winning during this pandemic. Still winning. But you still over here in your mind, still in your mind, you don't think that home-based businesses work. Because you don't understand them. You working a job right now. Did you know that a home-based business could help you keep more of your money out of the hands of the government? Did you realize that? Probably not. Schools ain't teaching you that. Your bosses at your job ain't telling you that. Your family ain't telling you that. Ain't nobody told you that. So while you over here worried about pyramid schemes and, do this work or whatever, do you know that people started getting hip to what the tax system is all about and understanding that it was never created for W-2 employees? And when they found out that all they had to do was start a home-based business so that they could reduce the amount of taxes they are spending out, turn their expenses into deductions so they could write off their lifestyle and then pay taxes on what's left. Do you not know that people will just start home-based businesses just to have them? Not to even build them. Not to even build them. They was just getting them just so they could show the IRS that they had a business so they could have access to those tax deductions to reduce the amount of money that the government is taking. Probably didn't know that. It's kind of crazy. But it can happen. If you're a W-2 employee and you just starting out in 2021, I'm telling you guys, start a home-based business. Whether you want to learn what I'm doing or what anybody else come to you about, just find a business that you can be excited about and you can stand behind. Start a business so that way you can take full advantage. Because here's the thing. If you know your tax dollars ain't going into nothing that is going to benefit you down the road, why do you want to continue overpaying money to the government? When I seen this, and especially during this pandemic, I said it's over. I'm taking my money back. I'm learning to do what the wealthy do. You wonder why the wealthy or stay wealthy? Because they understand these things. The rules of the wealthy and how the money game work. And that's what we've been missing out on for so long. Been missing out on that for so long, man. And it is so bad because in this society, they, you know, the wealthy, the government, all these people, they control the narrative. So they got y'all believing in this system that was never designed for y'all to win in the first place. They got y'all believing that you can't start a business. They got y'all believing that there's no other money that you can make than outside than your job. They got y'all believing in everything that's keeping you away from the things that could lead you to true financial and time freedom. Because they know that if people get wind of this, and truly understand it, the people take control back. But as long as we got people out here that don't want to pay attention and continue to follow the system that was never designed for you to win, keep subjecting yourself and your income to the government, banks, and big business, they're going to always win. They're going to always win at your expense. They're going to always win at your expense. I'm here to, like I said, tell you guys what you need to hear. Not what you want to hear. And I know I kind of went off the subject because, you know, I wanted to come on here and speak with you guys about some of the things that you guys are dealing with in your business, right? And if you got some questions or whatever the case, you can definitely drop them in the comments. I got them pulled up on my computer, so I should be able to see what's going on. My man Sean Phelps just hopped on here. You feel me? So that's cool. I appreciate that. But this information, guys, is just something that it's time for you guys to wake up. Okay? 2020 was the year of lessons learned. 2021 is taking everything that you've been through and using that as leverage to be better in 2021, to do more in 2021, to take action, to take risk, make those sacrifices for the greater good. Right now, it may not seem like it makes sense for you to make those decisions. But the one thing I learned is that you have to prepare for war in the time of peace. So as things are kind of smoothing out right now, this is the time for you guys to game plan. Listen, the government getting ready to send you guys an additional $600 that's going to be coming. And then whatever else they're going to try to send. But $600 is coming your way. Now, I know in your mind, you're probably thinking, oh, pay some bills, do those things. I totally understand it. But why not take some of that money and go ahead and put yourself in position to create another income? Put it into something. Sit down and learn how you can make money online, guys. I mean, just look around you. I know y'all probably get tired of seeing people sharing information about different opportunities and making money and all of these things, but this is the reality now. This is the reality. People are working from home, and why not? Everything else we doing. There's phrases like social distancing. Social distancing. Quarantining. People are home now. More kids going to school virtually. What about those parents out there right now that can't afford childcare, but they still got to go to work? They still got to make sure that their kids are getting onto their classes online. But then they got to go to work in hopes that their child is not just sitting around, just playing around. You feel me? It's sad times right now. So more and more people are looking to work from home without having to worry about any of this stuff. And you can do it. I'm not saying it's easy. It's not. But if you are willing to learn, if you are willing to put in the work, if you are willing to just grind it out until you get there, it's well worth it. It's well worth it in the end. Like, I'm so glad that, like, in March will be my 2-year anniversary with my company for my business. That says a lot in itself. 2 years with the same company. And I don't have no intention in my bones to look anywhere else. Because the whole time this pandemic was going on, I got paid every single day. Why would I walk away from that? I seen my credit score go up because of this opportunity. I was able to get a brand new vehicle last year because of this opportunity. I was able to reduce my taxes and put more money into my check because of this opportunity. I've been able to put my debt together so that way I can eliminate debt. We're getting debts paid off because of this opportunity. So that way I can free up money. So that way I can get with my experts that's going to show me how to invest. Become my own bank. Purchase land in the path to grow. Why would I walk away from all of that? These are strategies that the wealthy been using for years, man, and I've been missing out. You've been missing out. That's why I come on here and I share this all the time. I put it on there, not for y'all to congratulate me. Oh, Derrick, great job, all of this stuff. No, I'm putting it out there for you to take advantage. For you to take action and start putting your first foot forward for your family. Because this pandemic ain't going nowhere. And when it does end, guys, guess what's going to happen? Taxes going to increase. Inflation going to increase. Cost of living going to increase. And if your income don't increase, that's it. Look. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I wanted to take just kind of a serious talk with y'all and really just holler at y'all on some like brother to brother, brother to sister, like just sisterly love. You know what I'm saying? Just to like talk with y'all. Like, I'm one of the realest people on the internet. And I put out videos. It's stuff that I know is right. It's stuff that I know that works. I mean, you can talk to people. People come across my videos. They hear some stuff. They go do it. And bam, they see a difference. But like I say, when you get into business, you got to take it serious. You can't come in here playing around. Don't invest into a business 2021 that you don't intend on working. Okay? Don't invest into a business that you know you're not going to sit down and go through the training. Because you think about it, training for your business ain't no different than training at your job. When you got hired at your job, you just walk in the doors and say, hey, go ahead and put me on the register. I'm ready. Without actually knowing like what was going on or whatever the case. Have you ever walked into a factory on your first day and just rolled up in there and say, all right, throw me on the machines, I'm ready. Without no training, nothing. Same thing in your business. You can't expect to build a successful business if you don't go through training. Yeah, I know training can be boring. You don't want to sit down and watch videos. But that's the very information that got other people making 6 figures a year working from home, 7 figures working from home. That's the same information they used. So if it worked for them and they followed the blueprint, got into the training, why can't it work for you? That's a question that you should ask yourself. And the point is that the people who were successful didn't look for shortcuts. But most people that come into your business, they look for shortcuts to success, skipping past the training in hopes that they can go out here and talk to people and get them into the opportunity or sell their product or service without actually fully knowing the impact that their product or service can have or the problems that it can solve. I mean, that's just real talk. So, but once again, guys, like I say, if you guys have any questions at all, in regards to starting a home-based business, how can it impact your taxes? You know what I'm saying? Help you pay less. You know what I'm saying? We got questions around like credit or eliminating debt or doing any of those things, or just in your business. I don't care what business you're in. We all speak the same language. Maybe you're struggling with something. Maybe you're struggling with some of your business. Maybe you're having a hard time getting engagement. Maybe you don't know how to present your product or service or opportunity to people. Whatever the case, feel free to hit me up. Like I said, I don't know everything, but I'm connected to a lot of people that if you ask a question that I don't have a firm answer to, I'm going to go find the answers for you. Or I'm going to get you connected to the right person that can break those things down for you. Because that's like, I really want to see people win. I want to see people win and by any means necessary. And I'm going to do everything in my power to really put people in position to come out of this pandemic on top. Whether it's sharing knowledge with you guys and other businesses that can help take you to another level, whether you join me in my business and we work hand in hand and we get you there, whatever the case, every message is going to be a universal message for everybody. Something that you can learn from. And every time I learn something new, I'm bringing it to the videos because I'm always a student. Just because I come on these videos and I can speak with confidence and I can break things down and share my journey and answer questions, don't make me no better than you. I'm still learning. Technology changing all the time. Things are changing around us. I just learn to adapt. And I only adapt by learning. I take notes. I ask questions. I sit down and I go through everything and line it up so it makes sense to me. Because if it makes sense to me when I speak to you guys, it's definitely going to make sense to y'all, right? So that's just kind of my mentality when it comes to business. It's time to stop sitting around and letting everybody else dictate your financial future. And it's time for you to own your financial future. It's time for you to be in control. You got to take that back. And we're going to show you how to do that. We're going to show you how to do that. So I got a proposition for y'all, all right? Anybody that want to know more about what I do, okay? Y'all probably seen the videos. If you haven't, that's cool. No worries, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to send you guys a link. Y'all hit me up. I'm going to send you guys a link. In that link, it's going to have some survey questions. I want you to answer those. It's going to take you over to my website so that way you can actually see the information for yourself. Like I said, I've been doing this almost 2 years, so you should know that it works. I know this my business inside and out. Answer any questions that you have, but you got to see the information first. We'll schedule a call. I'll get on the call, answer any of your questions, concerns, or doubts. Here's what I'm about to do. If you want to get on board because you see it and you see the value, understand it, then we're going to talk about next steps and we're going to get you started right away so you can start your year off right. But for the most part, more and more people actually come in, right? And maybe they don't want to get in business. Maybe they seen it wasn't for them. Whatever the case. I'm actually going to be giving away $200 hotel savings cards. That's right. $200 hotel savings cards just for your time. Just for you taking the time out to fill out them survey questions. You can go check out the information and the testimonies that we have available. And if you come back and say, you know what, this isn't for me, I'm going to send that to you as a token of my appreciation for you taking the time out. So you're not losing nothing by taking some time and checking it out and getting on a call with me to answer any of your questions, concerns, or doubts. At least you're going to walk away with something. And that's what I want. I want you to walk away with more information about what's available to you, but then I'm going to give you a $200 hotel savings card so that way I can say thank you for taking the time out. Because one thing is that we don't beg, we don't plead, we're not trying to convince you. But once you see this information, there's definitely going to be something that's going to be stuck in the back of your mind. So when you get caught in the bind, after you make other decisions, you might go out there and spend more money trying to get the same service you can get for less money here, whatever the case, whatever works for you. Once you come back, I got an open door policy here. All you got to do is come to me. Let's get back to work. Let's do what we do. All right. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. I just want to take the time to get on here. Like I said, I know I just kind of be sporadic with my Facebook Lives. I haven't been consistent, but I'm going to get back to it this year so that way you guys can really connect with me and just follow the journey. Just understand this. And I say this with the utmost confidence. For anybody who is serious and get on board with our team, this is going to be your year. Okay? Because I can guarantee you this. If you follow the blueprint, you follow exactly what we're going to show you, what you need to do. Within 90 days of straight grinding, you won't have to worry. You're going to be on the pathway of never having to worry about money ever again. And I say that with the utmost confidence. So what you going to do? Going to keep chasing the people that make stuff sound good and then they overpromise and underdeliver? Or Are you ready to get with people who are very hands-on, that create a culture in our community that for everybody to win, no matter your background, your religion, your sexual orientation, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. We are looking to change the game. And I'm leading from the front all the way. So, like I said, guys, once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate you guys. If you got any questions at all, you already know what to do. Hit me up in my inbox. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have, questions, concerns, or doubts. And let's see what we can do. But 2020 is the year of execution. 2021 is the year of execution. 2020 was the year of lessons learned. So take them lessons that you learned, use it as leverage, build a game plan, and execute in 2021. And let's make this the best year yet. All right. So y'all enjoy y'all night. I appreciate you guys. God bless. We'll holler at you soon.